right, today we are talking about Soulburning Volcano. Should you buy the pre-sales or should you wait? That's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to break down the pre-sales. It's an interesting look because the set's a little bit different than a lot of sets. But before I jump into that, if you're not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel. We'd love for you to be a part of the community. Hit that thumbs up like button. It does help us out tremendously. And in the last video, Soulburning Volcano was so bad that at the end of the video, my sign behind me just crashed down to the ground. So I've got to get that put back up. But for right now, I still haven't got a chance to get it back up. But all right, let's jump into this. And there's one thing I want to say right off the bat. I do not think that you should be buying any of the pre-sales of Soulburning Volcano. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to show you why you shouldn't be buying them. But let me say at the very beginning, I know that there are people that are going to do it anyways. Because there are people that are diehard Salaman great players. They love the deck. They don't care if they overpay. They just want new cards for their deck. Same thing with Volcanics. Same thing with Battling Boxer. I know that and I get that. Trust me. I understand that 100%. I just bought Bish Bulkin for my Manadium deck for $15. Is it a $15 card? No, it's not a $15 card, but I needed it and I did not care. I went out and I bought it because I didn't care that I was overpaying. So I do know that for many of us, we're willing to overpay for certain cards or certain decks. But for the rest of us, let me break this down to you and show you why you should not be buying these pre-sales. I'm actually gonna bring up a couple different websites just to show you what I'm talking about. So give me a moment here. All right. So if you go over to Gamer's Choice, what you're going to see is they're not selling this. They're not selling pre-sales. If you went over to their site when Duelist Nexus came out, they had all the pre-sales of the cards. Same thing with, most of the sets that come out. Gamer's Choice is not pre-selling this set at all. There's nothing on here. They're absolutely completely empty of any pre-sales of Soulburning Volcano. If you go over to TCG, what you're going to see is their pre-sales. They are going to pre-sell it, but they have absolutely nothing up. It's all out of stock, all out of stock, all out of stock. It's not up yet. The only thing that they're pre-selling is the boxes. So what that does is it creates a very limited amount of sellers. It's not on Gamer's Choice. I didn't check Tier 0. I'm not sure if it's on Tier 0 or not, but it's not on Gamer's Choice. It's not on TCG Player yet. The only place that you can really find these is on eBay. And half of the sellers, half of the people that pre-sell cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards on eBay, don't have these cards listed either. There's really like 2, 3, maybe 4 different sellers that are pre-selling Soulburning Volcano. So what does that do? Well, as a pre-seller, I'll tell you what it does. The limited competition means that you don't have to lower your prices at all, and you can set your prices at whatever you want. And they need to get their money back out of this set, so the prices are all super high. I'm going to bring you over to eBay. We're just going to look at some of the cards that are for sale on here. And you go down, you got First thing you're going to run into is a Salamangreat deck core for $200. You've got to be out of your mind if you're going to pay $200 for this deck core. But people are. They're going to do it. I just think that this is something that you definitely do not want to do. You do not want to spend $200 for a Salamangreat deck core out of this set. These cards are going to fall out. All you've got to do is go back and look at the two previous sets, Synchro Storm as well as Duels from the Deep, and you'll see that those ultra rares have all fallen out. The most expensive ultra rare in both of those sets is $7. And the next one is $5. And then after that, you're getting down to $1 each. The same thing is going to happen with this set. So you got the Salamangreat deck core right there. You got the Battling Boxer deck core for, again, $200. Once again, I think that's absolutely nuts. But because they're the only sellers out here, or there's only a couple others, they can keep these prices super high, and they are. Let's just click on this Battling Boxer one. Just out of curiosity, they've got 3 available. It doesn't look like any have sold, which is good. So none have sold. They have 3 available. But it doesn't matter. It's sitting there at $200. You go down a little bit further, and you're going to start getting into individual cards. You've got Salamangreat of Fire, $20 plus $4 shipping. You got Volcanic Emperor sitting at basically $20 with shipping. This is what I really want to talk about. You got the Ghost Rare sitting around $200. All you've got to do is look at the Ghost Rare from the last 2 sets. Number 101 is around $20. And the Synchro, I think it's Crystal Clear Wing Dragon Synchro, whatever it is. That also is sitting under $20. I'm not saying that, that Sunlight Wolf is going to hit $20. But it's certainly not going to be a $200 card. It's going to be around $40 would be my estimation on that card, and it may go lower than that. The only people that are really wanting this card are Fire players, so I think because of the limited application, this card's going to drop pretty nicely. You go down again, you got Battling Boxer, Uppercutter sitting at $25. I'm not going to go through all of these, but Salamangreat Burst Griffin at basically $13. The point is that these people are pricing their cards at such a high price because there's no competition. And because of that, there's no pre-sales on this set that anybody should be buying. Unless, again, you're just a die-hard Volcanic or Salamangreat player and you don't care. Now, here's where it gets a little bit tricky. And here's where the difficulty of dealing with this set comes in. Very few people have bought this set or are buying this set. And, we're a good example of that. We have bought every single set, at least the case, most sets, many cases, for the last 3 years. This is the first set that we have taken a hard pass on. We're not buying a case of this at all. And so many sellers have made that decision as well. What that's going to do is it's going to create a very limited supply of these cards that are out there. And because there's a limited supply, these prices are most likely going to hang pretty high for a longer period of time. That does not mean that they're going to stick. That does not mean that they're not eventually going to fall out. But it does mean that they're going to be a little bit higher than they should be for a longer period of time, just simply because there's a lack of supply out there. And even though the set isn't great, there is a demand for this set. There are a lot of people that love Salamangreat. There are a lot of people that are very interested in Volcanic, myself included, and I've run across many Battling Boxer fans, which I didn't know even existed. But there is a demand for this set, and with the limited supply, that is going to have an effect on the price. It's going to keep the price higher for a longer period of time. So if you're not buying these pre-sales, when the set releases, they will fall out a little bit because the supply will increase, but not to the degree that you would expect them to. It's going to take a little time for the supply to catch up with the demand, but it will happen. My recommendation to you is wait. And you're probably going to be waiting for a little longer than you would want to. Now, again, we try on this channel, we're not telling people what to do. We're not telling people don't buy this or buy this. We're just trying to give you the best information to make the best decision that you can. Again, there will be people that do not care. There will be people that wait until it's released for the best price on release and they'll buy it. And then there'll be others that will wait until they really fall out. But know what this set is, and it's a little bit different because people are not opening this. People are not ordering this. People are not going to be selling these cards in the masses that you see in other sets. It's going to keep the prices a little bit higher. That's what I have for you today. We are going to be doing a giveaway on the next video that we're doing, so stay tuned for that. My name is Todd from Go2 Cards, and I am out of here.